Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be touching up some of the bits inside the engine bay, making it look nice, and we're also unboxing this, whatever this may be. Stay tuned to find out. For the first time in our lives, we've followed the instructions and it's actually turned out pretty well. Halfway there. I think we need to chuck the cover on, then get it up.
Yes.
Looking good.
Looking very good. I'm surprised we're not missing a piece or something's broken.
So there's a few pins that I just put in. Yeah. And there's a few. What have you done to that? So the paint booth is finally up. I'm calling it a paint booth. It's basically a marquee. Well, it is a marquee, but it serves the purpose of a paint booth very well. It's contaminant free, it's big, it's clean, it's cheap. Now we just need to make sure we can get the Defender in here.
Look at that. Okay, so we took the coolant reservoir out the car, because we're basically trying to respray everything and make the engine bay look good. And look how beautiful this is. Pure gold, 24 karat coolant reservoir. But now we're going to respray it back to the original black, which it was. But that just looks amazing. Please, whatever you do, don't drop it. The weather outside is shit, but me and my butt get on with it. Okay, this needs to be kept safely and securely.
We've started decorating the inside of our marquee now. It kind of looks a bit like an art gallery. We've got car parts hanging from the ceiling. It looks fantastic. But then I guess that's kind of apt because the Defender itself is a work of art, or it will be when we're done with it. So what we're going to do now is just put some rust protection on these parts here, another coat of primer on the air filter, and then spray that, and it's going to look fantastic.
Safety is a high priority. So we're gonna keep this a nice silver. It looks quite rustic. So all we're gonna do now, we've sanded it down, is put some rust shield on it, and that will keep it the same colour, but also stop any rust going on here. Same thing here. We've sanded all the important bits, but we're gonna do the whole thing in rust protection. So let's get to it. Should work. Okay, that's back in. How much better does that look? Now we've given it that. Now I just need to tighten it. Okay, so we've just been to Screwfix to get some new bolts for the air filter housing, which is here. It's been rust proofed, as you would say, and resprayed black. In the clip earlier you saw us respraying the actual housing for the air filter, so when that's done drying we're then going to put it on here, and then we're going to drive the Defender down into the new spray booth slash marquee. Okay, so we've just put the first bolt in. We've got two more to do, which you can see there, and then the last one is just in there somewhere. So do these two and then we're done. New filter housing now installed, nice and sturdy, it's not going anywhere.
Ben just challenged me to a race and he fell over in some stinger nettles.
Hurt.
Air filter is now in place. That cable tie is temporary. pipes are now fitted, new Jubilee clips on, and now we're going to start it up and take it down to the marquee.
Okay, so we were planning to take the Defender down to the paint booth now and get it started, but the car won't start. It sounds like the starter motor's gone. The starter motor sounds awful, so we're just going to investigate that and try and fix that.
We're now going to fit the new starter motor that arrived this morning. Turns out that the reason why the car wouldn't start wasn't the starter motor at all, it was actually the battery. And we bought a new starter motor for no reason. But it has presented us with the opportunity to use our new organisational box, because the starter motor has 3 very important bolts that connect it to the car. So as you can see, in the first box we've got some Jubilee clips. They can be chucked, or maybe we'll make friendship bracelets out of them. But these are the bolts that we use to take out the starter motor. Problem is, they've all got different threads, and we can't remember which bolt goes in which hole. So what, we've got a 33.3% chance of getting it right? I'll take those odds any day.
Okay guys, so step 1 is just to remove the terminals off the battery so we both don't die of electric shock. Okay, so we've just sanded down the terminals on the battery to hopefully get better electrical connection, just using some 400 grit sandpaper. So we're going to do the same to all the connections down here as well, because that might be why the car won't start, because we're not getting enough electricity through here through poor connections. Okay everybody, so this is the new starter motor. Starter motors are just connected by 3 bolts typically, 1, 2, 3, and I believe they literally just slot in, and then you have to connect the electrics up. It's bloody tight in here, but I think you could probably show them the 3. See the 3 bolts there. So the first thing we need to do is just try and get one in. Right, you can see the new starter there. Now we just need to put the wiring back together. It should be all right. We're just wiring all the cables in now. To be completely honest, we have no idea. Like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, something's gonna happen. Right, I'm now gonna put the keys in the ignition and see what happens. Come on, come on, come on.
I think we're really good at being mechanics.
Okay guys, so when I turn the key now, a light appears here, which makes me realise that the electrics must be okay. So now I'm going to try and start the car and see if we've fixed it. Okay guys, so the car started, it needed a jump start, the battery was dead. So I think we've successfully wired in the starter motor. So we're now going to take it down to the spray tent and see if it fits. Guys, we finally got the Defender into the spray tent, or marquees you call it. As you can see, there's plenty of space in here to spray the car. The reason I've got the car still on is because the battery's not great, and if it dies out here, I won't be able to get it out of here. So, sorry about the background noise. But yeah, this is the spray tent and the Defender fits. Unfortunately Archie's not here today, but yes, we successfully fitted the new starter motor, which I'm really happy with. So now next week we're going to spray the car or prepare the car for paint, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.